Welcome to another episode of Sauced in the City, the 9 o'clock magic hour. My turn for comedy, where our funny folks come to earn money for their funny. It is always such a great time around this camp, and we have a full house tonight. And if the internet holds up and God says so, we have a chance for a full screen turn. It is going to be hot, 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 and more hot. Let me tell you. But first of all, I have to tell you guys because you guys are missing us because we're not on Facebook. Nope, we're not on Facebook. They told us that we couldn't be on Facebook anymore. So what we did was we moved over to YouTube and to Roku, and it's easy to find us. You just access your Roku device, you download the UBS and TV app. It is free, free 30, free all day, free, 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 and you search Sauced in the City, and you will be launched into our world of comedy. It is not all that hard. And if you can't find us there or you don't have a Roku device, no excuse because you can now download us into your phone. See, that's us right there, UBS and TV. You can go ahead and download the phone app, and then you can, of course, select Sauced in the City over on UBS and TV, and boom, pow, bang, boom, bam. World of comedy. We have two comedy contestants in the house tonight, and we are so excited that they have decided to come to our stream and share their funny with us. First up, we have Edric George. How are you, Edric?
I'm feeling good. Glad to be on the show. Thank you for having me, Brenda.
Oh
Just
my, isn't it exciting?
yeah, it's I haven't really been on a stream before, and I'm glad to be here with other comedians as well. So I'm excited.
Hey, okay. So tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about Edric George.
So my name is Edric George. George is spelled like Jorge, and Edric is actually a combination of my father's name Eduardo and my grandfather's name Ricardo. Sounds Mexican, but I'm actually Filipino, so I'm confused too. I'm here in Portsmouth, Arkansas, and I've been doing comedy for about 2 years now.
Okay, okay. I'm digging it. So, what has been your high point of comedy up until this point, Edric?
Ooh, high point of comedy. High point of comedy is I've actually started putting on my own shows and hosting shows here in my local town. That's been pretty interesting. Just working with other comedians and learning the structure and not only performing but giving other people an opportunity to perform as well. So
I'm digging it. Look at you all deep and whatnot, all deep. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Well, welcome to the screen, Edric. We are so happy to have you. Next up, we have Mike Gleason. How are you, sir?
I am doing great. How's everyone today?
Oh my God, I am doing amazing. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see. Well, I haven't seen you yet, but it's good to hear from you, and I'm enjoying your messages on social media. So thank you.
Very.
Um, it's an
So,
interesting question about you. You probably wanted to know how long I've been doing stand-up comedy.
uh, well,
You want?
yeah, but no, but yeah, okay.
Well, that's a miss. Well, I bring that up first because I'm very gay, Irish, and a writer, so I tell a lot of stories all the time, and telling stories, I've been doing that since the 90s, but actual stand up comedy, just a few months now. Um,
Wow, okay.
and I actually don't really, I've only written a couple of actual jokes. I mostly just paraphrase uh, my parents' very distinct Boston accents, and my mother talked just like this all the time. Hi, how are you? Oh my word, we're on the internet. Oh my gosh, Elon Musk is watching. And that's that's just like how I ended up the way I am, and you're a product of your environment. And I just rephrase what my parents said to me growing up, and all the crazy things they said after I came out of the closet to them, and all the weird stuff my mother said to me after I announced I'm getting a husband, and I just take it from there.
Wow. Well, welcome to the stream. I
Thank you.
think I think I'm going to be eating ramen noodles tonight. It is good to have you both on stream with me, Edric and Mike. So just a little bit to tell you guys, we have comedy critics uh, in the house that are here to critique your comedy. And we say that critiquing comedy is a little bit different than judging comedy because we are here to help, not hurt. Are you guys down for a few rounds of comedy before we get to your turn for comedy?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
sounds
so
great.
let's meet our comedy critics in the house tonight. It's always fun to see who showed up to practice on time because if you didn't, then the stream kind of locks you out. So, first up, we have Big Mook THC. Welcome to the stream, sir.
What's up? It's your boy Big Mook TAC, aka the hip hop comedian, aka the human cartoon. How you doing?
I love you. I love you. I love it every time you say that. I am doing amazing. Welcome to the stream, sir. And you kind of know how we do this, but if you don't, we have our first impressions category because you never get a second time to make a first impression. Wouldn't you agree?
Correct. Correct.
Correct, correct. Okay, so let's bring up our little chart. And how about this? In the interesting category, on a scale of 0 to 9, where do you find our comedic contestants?
Huh. Let's see. Mike Gleason, I find him I give him a 9 because you know I'm interested in video games and he look like he like level 3,000 on Call of Duty right now with the headset on. Like I'm about to snipe the shit out of him.
Okay, okay. I love it. A whole 9. That is way up
All
there.
right.
Way to go. All right. Next up, we have Mike Jones on stream. Mike, are you in the building? All right. First impressions. Welcome to the stream, sir. First of all, I want you to tell the people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond a little bit more about Mike Jones.
Okay, I'm not the real rapper. Let's get that
Damn.
out the way. Nah, but yeah, yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. I do comedy, babysit, paint houses, preach, you name it, I do it. My man's house, security. I'm not security, but I do keep a thing with me. Um,
Oh,
Anybody
God.
can get it. So yeah, I'm comfortable now, and I got my go juice going. So I'm here for it. So
Okay. I dig. All right. So we do, of course, first impressions because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Would you not agree, sir?
true, true.
Okay. So we gonna bring up our chart, and on the 0 to 9 category, how interesting are our comedic contestants?
Okay, I'd say Mike. I'll give him a 9 because he kind of slid the gay Irish thing in there. So I am really intrigued on what boundaries is he gonna have with his comedy. And then my other man, he seems overly confident, but I got to get past the fact that he looks like my boy from Fast and the Furious. Um, the one that was in Tokyo Drift. But that's a nice Airbnb room he got. I see it's all white, But yeah, on the interesting meaning, I'd give him about a 4.
Oh, okay. So mixed reviews, but I'm digging it, Mike. Thank you for letting us know. Next to the stream is comedian G Dane. What's going on, you?
What it do, fam? How y'all doing? It's your boy comedian G Dang. Sauce in the city coming off a cold Tuesday, motherfucking Tuesday. But I'm here with the business. Let's get it in, y'all. Easy call.
Easy call. Well, we have to do the whole first impressions segment because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So, where do the comedic contestants lie on the scale for you on 0 to 9?
Impressions? Did you send me stuff? Bullshit. Too early for that. I give my boy Mike Gleason. He's up there about with an 8. But I want to see what Brandon Lee got for me, man. What you got for you? I give him about a 4.
Oh, okay. He
So,
got to step it up. Vanessa Ray, my hillbilly peach. Welcome to the stream, my dear.
Thank
On
you.
a scale of 0 to 9, where are you placing our comedic contestants?
Oh, hillbilly peach. Yes, I am. Fat and sassy and classically trashy here with Sauced in the City and what is it? UBS MTV, Roku, YouTube, and the Warrior. What is it? Tata Warrior Foundation. Yeah, I got to bring all that in. I got to get all that in. What I think about them, Edridge, or is it Edric? Either way, I have to give him the top number there because my niece also has a mixed name like that. Her middle name is Jo May from my parents, from her grandparents.
Okay.
A Joe and a May. And then, yeah, Mike Gleason bringing up that Irish gay. I had to write that down. I was like, did he say he was Irish and gay? Well, where's the bro? We want to hear the accent too. Got to have the accent. But I can't wait to hear him paraphrase what his parents say about him coming out of the closet.
Okay. So what are the numbers? I think you said 9 for
9
Edric.
9. Yeah, I'm in
9.
for both of these two. Yeah, I'm in for both of them.
Wow. Okay, I'm feeling nervous. Randy Holton, where do they land for you on the interesting orometer on a scale of 0 to 9?
Well, I'll tell you what. I built this wall right here just in the past 5 minutes just to find out. But I'll give Mike a 9 because I want to hear a story when he told his mommy that he married a man. I want to hear that story. An Irish mom. I would have liked to have been there in the front row.
Okay. Well, his camera decided that oh, there he is. Okay. Get it together, Randy. Okay. All right. Well, I think we got a 9 and a 9, right?
Well, 8 for what's the other guy's name?
Mike Gleason. Oh my gosh. Well, we're gonna have to work on you. Desiree Newton, welcome back to the stream. On a scale of 0 to 9 in the interesting department, where do our comedic contestants lie for you?
All right. So Edric, I'm gonna say I'll give Edric a 7. So
Okay.
I think he's an interesting kid, not quite an 8. Mike, I have mixed feelings because I feel like, okay, look, I'll be honest with you. I'll give him an 8. It would be a 9. I'll give him an 8 because I want to hear all these stories too. But also, before we all started and he got the chance to talk to us, he kissed one critic's ass. One. That's it. He didn't even mention nobody else. He was just one critic. Oh, I love who you work with, and I want to hear what all you have to say. Well, so he's an 8.
Okay. I definitely like your flow. Izzy, welcome to the stream, sir. On a scale of 0 to 9, where do these contestants fall for you on the interesting orometer?
Mikey, you know what I'm saying? He gets an 8, you know what I'm saying? I think he was very funny right off the gate. And then Edrin James, like you know what I'm saying? I give him a 9 too. Or I give him a 9 because I think he was very funny too. And he didn't do too much, but he's waiting to pop out. So
Okay, I'm digging it. I like how y'all are explaining things. And last but certainly not least, Big Mook, on a scale of 0 to 9 in the interesting department, where do our comedy contestants lie for you in the first impressions?
I gave Mike the 9 already, but I gotta give Edric a 9 also because he got this joker like a box of crayons. He said he was born in Korea. He Philippine. He got a Game of Thrones first name and a born in East LA last name. And he looked like he played on Surf Ninjas Part 7.
Okay, well, I am definitely digging it. Edric George, and Mike Gleason, it looks like you guys definitely have some comedy critics in the house tonight, and you guys get a chance to give as good as you get. On a scale of 0 to 9, where do you find your cast of comedy critics?
Oh man, I feel like I gotta do like a spin-off stream just to talk about all those reactions. It's such a variety. Um, uh, People always have an interesting reaction to me, and I'll just keep it at that. They're at a like 8. Interesting.
Okay, 8. I like it. Mike Gleason, what do you think?
I think someone already called me out for the ass kissing, so I'm going to give all of you a 9 across the board for more ass kissing. And I just think this is so wild. I also like seeing THC. I live in Southeast Mass, and my house is equidistant from 2 different dispensaries. And if you're ever on the Massachusetts Rhode Island border, come on over. We'll make brownies and we'll have a couple of bogeys. How's that sound?
I'm there. I'm on my way
Oh
now.
my gosh, this is going to be a fantastic set. We are all on the stream. Well, most of us, we have to make sure there we are. All of us are all together, and we have come here tonight to hear some comedy and get it rolling. And as long as the technology will work with us, we're about to get to know our comedic contestants with some questions because we're nosy sons of bitches and we want to know all the time. But this time we're going to take a little different route, and we're going to go round robin. Whoever has the car on, can we mute the mic? All right. I feel like I'm at work right now. All right. Comedians, what was the hardest audience you ever faced down on stage? Edric.
Hardest audience. Let's see. Hardest audience was probably at a bar I did. It was like early on, a few months in. There was like a drunk woman on a balcony, and she was during my set. She was yelling out jokes at me, and I was so dumb. I was like, "What?" And then she just yelled a joke back at me. I was like, "Okay, this was a mistake. I'm gonna quit."
Oh
that
my
was tough
goodness.
for sure.
That
Yeah,
was tough.
but
Okay. Mike Gleason, what was the toughest or hardest audience you've ever faced down on stage?
There's actually a tie for first place. I think it was like my 3rd time ever doing stand-up comedy this past July, and I'm doing a fundraiser. It turns out I'm at this biker bar out in central Massachusetts, out in Worcester, the hometown of Abby Hoffman, the hippie activist. If it gives you a sense as to what I was up against. We got double booked with a death metal band. So I am screaming my jokes, and then the guy says to the fisherman, da 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 da, and none of the jokes were landing. And the fundraiser was for Planned Parenthood, and all these people, like, clearly they were at the Capitol on January 6th, and it's like, oh god, these jokes are not landing at all. And I've got the I mean, I like heavy metal music, but imagine a biker bar shaking because you got double booked with a metal band.
Oh my God.
Yeah, imagine Metallica's grandkids and they are not tuning. Okay.
Oh God. I don't even want to imagine that. Next question up. Where was the most interesting place you have ever performed comedy at, Mike Gleason?
I can think of the most interesting was I was in Warwick, Rhode Island, which is the basis for Quahog on Family Guy. And I realize I'm in this Knights of Columbus hall, and it looks like an AA meeting, but with a wet bar just in case the AA portion didn't work out. And I am with these people who think Family Guy is like an animated documentary, and so my Peter Griffin jokes, they didn't, because I actually talk like Peter Griffin sometimes in my routines, and they didn't think any of it was funny.
Okay.
It was like a funeral.
Wow, that would be bad. That would be going downhill. Edric Jones, where was the most interesting place you have ever performed comedy at?
most interesting place was a movie theater in Tulsa. I had an opportunity to open up for the movie Easter Sunday. It was the Joe Coy movie that aired a minute ago. And it was cool because I knew, it's a Filipino comedian, so I thought there was going to be like Filipino families out at the movie theater. So like, all right, I can do my Filipino jokes, and it's going to connect more. It's going to be cool. I show up. There's 6 old white people in the movie theater, all the way at the top row, and I'm just like, okay, this is cool. That's my bad for having expectations, I guess. But that was an interesting experience. They still had a good time. So.
Okay, I'm digging it. I'm getting to know more and more about you guys, and I'm feeling the love. Last question up, comedians. Which group is it harder to make laugh? Other comics or our seniors? What do you think, Edric?
Seniors for sure. Comedians want to laugh. That's like, they're excited to laugh. Seniors, it's like they're challenging you to like to make them laugh. Like, nah, I've been through 2 depressions. You can't make me laugh, and that's the whole experience. So I don't know why they come, but it's very hard to make them laugh.
I can feel you on that. Mike Gleason, which one do you think it's harder to make laugh? Other comics or our seniors?
I'm also going to go with seniors because as soon as I drop the big give me a G, give me an A, give me a Y, they pull out their hearing aids. They take that miracle ear and they hum it and throw out the rotator cuffs doing it.
No.
Yeah, and they like are mad that they had their cataracts removed because they can see the fat Irish gay guy making jokes. And I would say comics, for the most part, are like want to motivate you and like make you come back like the next week and stuff. So I would say seniors are definitely the harder group, especially because they were my parent. My parents like would be seniors if they were alive. So like they don't think it's funny.
I definitely probably would agree with you. Now that you mentioned it, I think I'm on your side, Mike Gleason. Well, it was really nice to put you guys under the spotlight and get to know a little bit more about you. And next up, it is game time. And this is where we get to play a game with our comedy critics just to test their funny bones and make sure that they are in motion. And this is one of our favorite games that we love to play around here. And it is Sell That Skew Taboo. Now, this is a game where each one of our comedy critics will turn into the best salesperson possible, and we will give them 60 whole seconds to sell you what you cannot see, which is in depth a comedian's job, right? To sell what you can't see. And the only rule is you cannot tell us what it is, and you cannot let us see it. To give you an example of what we are talking about in our first sales up, Big Mook THC, that skew taboo.
Are you looking for pleasure? I mean, the best pleasure you ever felt in your life. Do you like taking your fingers and doing them like this and making said pleasure? Well, you'll love this product because when you do your fingers like this with this product, you put it in a hole, sometimes 2 holes at the same time. And it'll make your eyes cross with the pleasure. It's the best feeling. It's even better than sex. Trust
Time. Time. Desiree. Sell that skew taboo.
You guys are the worst salesmen in the fucking world. I've been fired from so many sales jobs. I interviewed for a sales job and this motherfucker was like, sell me this pin, and I tried to use sex. Like I don't even know. I just got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I'm not even abiding by the rules of the game right now because in my heart I know I can't sell you shit. There's nothing that you want from me. There's nothing I couldn't give you nothing for free. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know where we go from here.
Oh my God. Well, you can sell
God
something.
damn it! I still got time left, don't I?
Yes, struggling. The struggle bus to sell nothing. Come on, Desiree,
We
you
can
can
trade.
sell nothing.
We can trade stuff. I can't sell shit. Nobody's gonna buy nothing for me. Do you want to trade? I got stuff. Well, fuck. I can't tell you what it is, can I? I got shit we can trade. There's
Yeah.
shit that we can trade, and it'll be a surprise. Like when you pay money for a box of comic books online, and then you open it and you find out it's all like worthless. You paid $20 for 50 cents worth of shit, but it's gonna be better when you get it from me.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, she's got nothing to trade. That's what I got out of that. All right, Randy Holton, sell that skew. Taboo.
This is what you really want to have. I mean, this will make your day, make your week, make your year, maybe make the decade. It's a small item. You could sleep with it. You could gift it. You could, if you like this team, you'd like it very, very, very much. And I mean, it's cheap, like $10 maybe, something like that, $10.99, and you carry it around in your pocket like a trinket, put it on your shelf, on your mantle, as a showcase, especially if you're a fan. You really could enjoy this for a lifetime. Or maybe one day it'll be worth $1 million and you can resell it.
Ooh, time. Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach, sell that skew. Taboo.
I tell you what, this is something that you can manipulate with your hands. It's got a soft, smooth feeling, and you can tear it open too. You can just tear the bitch open if you want to, but you don't have to. But if you tear it open, then it's got a little hole, and out of that little hole, you can suck its contents right on out of there. Yeah, you can just. And it's supposed to be good for your skin and your hair. Look at how long my hair is getting, and it's some amazing stuff. It's supposed to be like
time. All right, Andrew Dane, sell that skew. Taboo.
Well, I start to sell that ski with your boy Comedic G-Dane. You got something to sell. You got something to trade. Girl, you're sitting on $1 million. It's on the couch, right up under you. I'll sell it for you if you don't know how. Go back to selling that ski. This right here, what I have, you cannot pass this up. First, you got to grab it. Then do like Tevin Campbell and break it down. Then you sit it down. Then you lick it a little bit. Just a little bit. Split it open, wide open.
Oh.
Then you break it down again. Get inside of it.
Oh, God.
Take your hands, not your fingertips, and then you kind of roll it gently. Then you lick it again. And then break it down. Drink some sauce in the city. You got the best product in Sell That Skew's history, outside the Mexicans I had last year. Easy go.
All right, Mike Jones to the stream. The clock is set. 60 seconds for you to sell that skew. Taboo.
All right. Do I look worried, people? Not at all. Do I look like I give a damn? Not at all. If you want that after cum feeling without fucking anybody, or that after dump feeling without laying a shit, I encourage you to purchase the product that we have to have that permanent after dump feeling.
Oh my God, I think I'm gonna have to get one of those. I think I'm gonna have to purchase one of those like right after the show.
Stress-free life.
You stay tuned to the green room. There's something to that. Go Izzy to the stream. All right, sir. Sell that skew.
Look,
Taboo.
you want to take a cheap trip? Yes or no? Don't ask no questions. I don't got no answers. But check this out. It's nice. We don't got we got a couple beaches. That's about it. We got a couple restaurants. Nothing. We got state fair. you don't want to go there, but don't worry about that. You come take a little trip, timeshare if you want to. I don't give a fuck what you do, but you can come. We got women selling pussy. We got old women selling pussy here. If you really want, we don't got
Yeah.
that shit feeling. I don't like my asshole going from abnormal sizes and its normal closed state. You know what I'm saying? We don't got none of that shit here, but we do got pussy. We got it's not good pussy. It is pussy. We got it. We got one. Come take the timeshare.
Time. All right, Edric George, you are the sole decider of who took that round. Whose item would you want to see sight unseen?
Man, that's kind of a tie right now between Mike Jones and Mook because I like that after shit feeling. I feel like I feel I got something accomplished, but at the same time, I do know what Big Mook is talking about, man. I'm gonna go with Big Mook. Yep, that sounds good to me.
Oh, okay. Mike Gleason, you are the other deciding factor out of Big Mook and Mike Jones, as Edric George has said. Who took that round?
I would say they both were awesome, but I gotta go with the with the peach because not only does it make you feel good or whatever it is that you're doing, the hillbilly peach, but also you can do wonderful things with your hair. And
Yes.
Well, well, that would be great. But your predecessor here, Edric, he only gave you the choice out of Big Mook and
oh
Mike
darn,
Jones.
right.
Yeah. So
I would say I'm gonna have to go with the after dump feeling.
I would think so too. But now that's 1-1, and there you have it. One for Big Mook, one for Mike Jones, and it is always like awesome when my camera. I think Co Izzy down there is making my camera do weird things. So Co Izzy, like get yourself together. It keeps blanking out. Yeah, the stream keeps blanking out, but that's okay. So thank you so much for that. And now we're going to go around and see, out of the two, comedian G Dane, who took that round, Mike Jones or Big Mook?
I got to go. I'm gonna go with my boy, Mike Jones. Mike Jones, easy talking. It ain't nothing like
Hey,
that after motherfucking shit feeling.
all
Without no bit
right.
or no commode, you can't beat that. Easy talk.
Vanessa Ray, who took that round?
Oh yeah, it was Big Mook had it at first, and then I thought, at my age, man, that after dump feeling is just very important. It's important. So, yeah, Big Mike's got mine.
All right, Mike Jones, two for Mike Jones. Randy, Big Mook or Mike Jones, who took that round?
I think Big Mook did. I mean, his body language was better. I think. That's what told me.
Okay, the body language. I wouldn't have thought that. All right, Desiree, Big Mook or Mike Jones, who took that round?
Man, it was Big Mook for me. I don't like talking about poop.
So
Yeah.
now that is a dead heat. That is a dead heat. So Co Izzy, it seems like you will be the tiebreaker. Mike Jones or Big Mook?
Shit, I already said it. You know what I'm saying? We don't like that over here. Like your asshole in and out. I got hemorrhoids. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. So I go with my boy Big Mook. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go with Big Mook.
Hey, Big Mook for the win. Congratulations, sir. You can give your shout out to the Academy and show us.
That's such a good feeling.
Pleasure.
Shitting right now.
Oh my God.
Pleasure.
Oh God.
I love it.
Oh my God. Those are the best. And I think I'm going to have to put some on order after the show. So congratulations, sir. And if everybody else wants to hit up your inbox for a pair of them, where can they find you?
Oh, you just catch me on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. Big Mook 611. That's Big Mook 611.
Hey, I do love it. And now it is time for what we have all come here for, which is my turn for comedy, where we get our funny folks on the stream to see if they can tickle our comedy critics' funny bones. This is the fun part because I'm in the mood to really, 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 really laugh. Uh, but as always, before we get to the funny, I need to know what our comedy critics are looking for tonight. Big Mook, what would get you to push that button?
Man, I honestly, if y'all can just keep up for 3 minutes, which y'all been doing before it, you got Brenda's dollar from me.
Oh man, you just gonna give it up like that? You just gonna give it up?
I mean, hey, I've been laughing so far, So I'm gonna be real, be fair,
It's like keep up the good work, right?
Yeah.
Like keep the workout going, keep it pushing, right?
Yep.
Don't give up at the end because that's sometimes what they do, but I like it. All right. How about Desiree Newton? What are you looking for in our comedy contestants tonight?
I mean, pretty much the same thing. I want them to keep it up, but honestly, you got me so worried about giving away your dollar. Like, they're gonna have to bring in just a little heart, like, because if they're gonna still be like, if y'all are equally funny, someone's gonna have to like prevail. One of y'all needs to be funnier than the other. So,
Oh, I love it. I like your reasoning. I think we're going to be great friends. Randy Holton, what are you looking for tonight? What will get you to give up that dollar?
Well, Edgar, grab your balls. Mike, grab your asshole. Tell some motherfucking jokes.
I love it. Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach. What will you be looking for tonight and what will get you to give up that dollar?
I tell you, I'm a Sauced in the City fan. I'm a Brenda Brown fan.
Hey.
And I don't want you eating them old nasty ramen, whatever the hell they're called. But I expect something out of these two, even though they're newbies, because Edric has he's doing shows, he's put together a room, he's taking things seriously, right? So I want to see what he's doing with his jokes, premise, punchline, the whole bit, cutting out the fat. Same thing with Mike. He's been telling stories for a long time, probably had been in theater or not, but I understand that part. And so he's been bringing some jokes, working on that the past couple of months. So I want to see how he's transitioning, or is his stories just funny and you don't need to transition, just be you.
I love it. All right, comedian G Dane, what will you be looking for tonight? What will get you to give up that dollar?
Well, give up my dollar. My dollar, I know this Pete. You like that boy, Filipino boy. I see you want to have sex with that boy. You go home now. Let me tell you. I already know Mike Gleason. I already know I'm not fucking around. You have kudos for me. I don't fuck with the LGBT7HD867530 whatever the fuck it is. I know you're gonna bring it, but come on, Haji from Johnny Quest. I'm looking for you.
Oh God, Mike Jones to the stream. What will you be looking for tonight from our comedic contestants?
First, let me say this: that after seeing what Big Mook was talking about, I was salty until he showed what he was talking about, and you got my vote too. But what I'm looking for tonight is not necessarily the funny, but if you really want to get better in this comedy thing, all bullshit to the side, delivery and confidence.
Ooh, I love it. Okay. So I just want you to do me a favor. Stay on the stream. Don't go nowhere. Don't turn your camera off. I don't care if you ain't on the stream. Don't turn it off.
What about that niggas in my mama's room?
Izzy, what will you be looking for tonight? What will get you to give up my dollar?
What Mike said, you know what I'm saying? He put out the 9. What he said, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, but you know what I'm saying? I want to just something I can be like, yo, bro, this is what I heard last night. This shit was funny as fuck. Something I want to remember. You know what I'm saying? Tell something funny. You know what I'm saying? I want to remember this shit. So
Ooh, I'm digging it. All right. It sounds like the table is set and our comedy critics have said what they said. Okay. So we are going to set the stage. And now, Mike Jones, you can turn off your screen because now is the time for us to set the stage and get ready for my turn for comedy. And our first contestant up to the stream, Edric George in the house. The clock is set at 3 minutes. Mike Gleason, you are participating as a comedy critic in this round. So go ahead and turn your stream off for me. And it is very, very simple, Edric. If they find you funny, they'll turn their streams on. If they don't, they won't. But whatever motion that they choose, they will have to explain. And you will receive $1 whole for every stream that you can convince to turn on, including mine. And I hate to turn on my stream. I like to laugh in private. However, if you get all 9 of us to turn on our stream, Edric George, you will receive 25 whole buckaroonies. Are you down to clown for these 3 minutes?
I'm down. Yeah, let's get it started.
All right, like we said, it does not have to be jokes, but good God, let it be funny. Let's go.
So my name's Edric George. I identify as a comedian, so my pronouns are he and ha. I try not to do anything too controversial. There's enough of that in the news, especially regarding the trans community. I saw this article about a mailman who was fired for transitioning into a woman. And that seems pretty unfair. But the argument is, if you can lose one package. To be fair, it was I love that joke. I'm glad y'all laughed. I actually got in trouble for that joke when I did it in Tulsa. Some people complained to the bar owners about the joke. And it's so ironic because out of the people who laughed, one of them was a woman who was the only trans person in the bar. Not only did she laugh, she came up and told me she loved the joke. Not only that, she gave me new bits to add on to the joke. Not only that, I sucked her dick. How am I a bad guy? I'm an ally, sort of. Side note, Mike looks great in a wig, completely unrelated. Before comedy, I was actually a sushi chef for a little bit. And when I was making sushi, I also smoked quite a bit of marijuana. And I thought by rolling sushi, that would help me roll joints better. Not only can I not roll joints, now I have to cut them into 8 little pieces every fucking time. And by the way, do not try to smoke weed and seaweed paper. You'd think it would work like peanut butter and butter. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. And I saw a pregnant woman one time just eating raw fish, and I wanted to say something about it. But if you think about it, like raw was how she got pregnant in the first place. And while I was doing, I've been doing comedy for a while, but I've actually been with my girlfriend a little longer. We've been together for about 4 years. We met on Tinder, which is not a surprise. A lot of people meet on dating apps. I like to say it doesn't matter where you meet them. Just treat them like you met them on eHarmony. But fuck them like you met them on Craigslist, you know? And like after a while, we kind of had sex on some weird stuff. Like we had sex on an air mattress a while back. And it was during this moment that I came to a realization that you could tell how bad your love life is based on what you have to air up. Like if you're having sex with a blow-up doll on a real mattress, that's pretty sad. But if you're having sex with a real woman on a blow-up mattress, that's a little better. But if you're fucking a blow-up doll on a blow-up mattress, what are you doing with your entire life? Get a job. Those times are rough. So the only thing I have to say is Inflation is crazy. I don't know if I still have time.
Yes.
Was that 3 minutes?
Keep going. No.
Oh,
Well, now it is. Now it's time.
Counted for an
Y'all give it
applause.
up. Everybody stay as they are. Please do not move. Do not move. Leave. Your answers are set in. All right, Edric George, very nicely done. Clapping it up for you. Go ahead and tell everybody where they can find more of you if they want to find you and your funny.
I mostly operate on Facebook and Instagram. It's going to be on Instagram. It's at edric.george. On Facebook, it's just Edric George. Friends call me EJ, so you'll see that in parentheses. I'm working on TikTok. That's been weird. Don't even forget I even mentioned TikTok. It's a whole thing.
Very nicely done, sir. And as far as I am concerned, you have my $1 from me, but we like to play games around here. So we will give you $5 whole if you walk away now, sight unseen.
No, I'm good. I like to risk it all, So
Okay,
yeah,
well let's get some feedback from the audience. Big Mook to the stream, Big Mook THC. I see you turned your button on. What got you to turn your button on for Edric George?
He got me with the lose the package. I will say though, and also at the end, he caught me at the end when he hit me with the inflation joke. You know what I mean? With all the blow up matches and stuff. Yo, add another joke in the middle of that, brother. Because it slacked off a little bit, and I was like, damn, I pressed my button for this shit, and then you picked it back up. So put something in the middle of there.
Okay. I'm digging it. All right. Mike Gleason to the stream. What got you to push your button for your boy Edric George?
You did sushi and weed and rolling papers and rolling up and cutting them up into little pieces. I thought that was fantastic. That's very original. I'm surprised you got in trouble with a trans joke in Oklahoma. I would think in the red states that'd be I like the setup that you did. The strongest, in my opinion, was the thing about Airbnb and Craigslist and the dating websites. I think that's fantastic. I mean, you should do something like must see, like NBC Must See TV or Dateline NBC, brought to you by Craigslist. Fuck them like you met them on Craigslist.
Oh my God, I love it. All right, Edric. So some pretty high comments. You should be feeling pretty good. So I will give you $10 to walk away now. Or do you think more comedy critics turned on their stream for you?
I like to think I got a few more laughs plus $10. That's 2 Big Macs. I'd rather get a full tank of gas. So let's keep it going.
All right. I think he's right, you guys. Randy Holton, what made you press the button?
Well, what he was talking about for losing the package, it's going from a man to a woman. I thought he was talking about Bruce Jenner. I mean, is Bruce Jenner a man?
Okay. Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach, another button pusher. What caused you to push your button for Edric George?
Well, it's kind of holding off. I like the hee ha ha, but I also like the lose a package because I have a friend that was a badass Army Ranger who lost his package, and now he really is a she. And yeah, she's still a badass too. So, and then the inflation. I was like Mook. I was like, oh man, I turned. Because it got a little bit slow there. But that's okay. Just keep on grinding on that one. But when you did the inflation, you popped that in there. I was like, okay, that's good. I'd like to see more like that. So
nice. Okay.
I love it. All right, Edric. Pretty good comment. a lot of screens turned around for you. So I will offer you
I'm gonna stop you right there. We already know the pattern. Let's keep it
15.
going. Don't even.
Come on, $15, 15 whole
Nope, nope.
dollars.
3 Big Macs?
You
No.
go. Okay, okay.
It's
Let's keep
agreed.
it going. Co Izzy in the house. What caused you to push that button?
You know what I'm saying? I turned it on because like the inflation joke, that shit was funny, but like it caught me before the inflation, like with the just like damn, like if you are fucking a chick on an air mattress, that is kind of like wow, like what are you doing? You know, and then fucking blow up shorty on the air mattress. Oh my, like that is some Jeffrey shit. You know what I'm saying? That's some other shit. So it was just funny. You know what I'm saying? You caught me. I don't got nothing to say. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was good.
Okay, I'm digging it. Edric, you are doing well. And now I will offer you $20 to walk away now. And the comedy critics that you have left are Desiree Newton, comedian G. Dane, and Mike Jones. Do you want to keep going? Do you think they turn their screens on for you? And if you decide to keep going, I will let you decide which comedy case you want to open.
Do it.
Man.
Do it.
$20 sounds good. That's 4 Big Macs. Now y'all know what I'm planning to eat tomorrow. But I am curious to see if what other reactions there are. So I think I'm gonna keep it going.
All right.
Yay.
Which comedy critic case would you like to open first?
Let's see. We go with Desiree. I'm interested to see if she has anything to say.
Of course.
Wah, wah, wah.
That hurts.
I know, man. I'm just sitting here with my mic on mute, going, "Take the $20, take the $20, take the $20." Oh, Edric, sweetheart, I'm so sorry, man.
What prevented you, Desiree Newton, from turning on your screen?
Look, Edric, you know I love you, and you know I think you are funny. And there were some jokes in there that really did. I like the inflation. The Craigslist one got me. It did. I'll be honest with you. I thought we were supposed to be a little stingier with our dollars, so I was holding out for a little longer. And there was the little bit of lull, but then you brought it back to the end. And I feel like if you just had a little bit more time and kept it up the way you had with the Craigslist or way at the end, I would have turned around. And y'all, Edric is never gonna put me on another show again. Like, he's paid me before.
We love you, Desiree. And thank you for your opinion.
No Big Macs.
And we had another stream that did not turn on. Mike Jones, what prevented you from pushing the button?
Okay. It's not that, like, dude, you are funny. But check this out. I'm gonna give you some words of wisdom. You knew before you came on here you had 3 minutes. Gotta perfect the 3 minute set. If you try out for like America's Got Talent, they want 2 minutes. So and they don't want it longer, they don't want it shorter. So you got to know how long like your set is and perfect knowing how long your set should be. I ain't gonna lie, I was pouring a drink when you did the package joke, so it went over my head for a minute, but I caught it. That was funny. And there's nothing wrong with fucking anybody on the air mattress. That's personal opinion. But that joke was funny. That joke was funny as hell, bro. So I wanted to hit the button, but I was waiting on like the climax to your set, and then it was almost like you ran out. You're like, do I still got time? I'm like, fuck, keep going. I want to hear that one, and I had my finger right there. But that's what stopped me, honestly. If you had kept the momentum going, then I was definitely gonna push it.
I love it. Thank you so much for your words of wisdom. And I think, like I said, we try to help and not hurt. So Edric, George, you have heard your feedback. I am so sorry that you leave here with nothing, but
It's perfectly fine. I'm
but
happy
before
to $20 for sound advice and constructive criticism. That sounds fantastic to me.
Oh, look at that. We made a friend. Well, we got some others party for you, so you just stay tuned because we have contestant number 2 to the stream, Mike Gleason. So I want everybody to reset the board and everybody cameras off while I reset the timer, and I don't have a staff, so I have to do it myself. So hold on a second. The timer has been set for 3 minutes, Mike Gleason. It does not have to be jokes, but good God, let it be funny in your turn for comedy. Let's go.
Thank you. So great to be here. And I've been doing comedy officially for a few months now, and people keep asking me, Mike, why do you not touch the microphone, or what's with the boom mic headset? And it's like, I'm very gay and I'm over 40 and I'm required by law to talk with my hands. So here we are. Speaking of being in my 40s, my oldest recollection is at the end of the 1970s when my little Irish Catholic mother and my really big Irish Catholic father, ex-sailor, is trying to corral 4-year-old me and my 7 older brothers and sisters. And I want to underscore that they were teenagers in the 70s when I was born. And when I say 1970s teenagers, I don't mean the Brady Bunch or the Osmonds. No. My older seven siblings listened to bands like Black Sabbath and the Grateful Dead and punk rock music. And they would corral us into their Volkswagen microbus. So you can imagine with all that music what the microbus smelled like. And my parents bought it off of hippies, so they had no idea where that smell was coming from. And the other thing was, because it was on every Sunday morning, and we lived in a 3-story house, my mother was a heavy smoker, and she'd talk like this, and she'd be yelling from 5 feet tall up to the world, get up, all of you, God damn it, we have to go to Catholic Mass right the fuck now to hear about Jesus's fucking miracles. Do you hear me? Come on. And my dad was giving himself COPD, and he talked in newspaper headlines, and he would go, get up, let's go right now. Mass, communion, let's do it. And this goes on like 52, being in the Catholic Church, you can do it 52 times a year plus the holy days of obligation. And it works up to, 60 some odd times a year. You do the stand up, sit down, kneel. And it's like every few days I'm in the shower, I look down at my gut and I'm like, how am I overweight after all that fucking exercise? The other thing that happened 52 times a year on Friday nights on CBS television was The Incredible Hulk, which I would watch, but not because of Bill Bixby. And then I would watch The Dukes of Hazzard, but not because of Daisy, the Dodge Charger. And that, again, goes on 52 more times. And 1986, I'm 11 years old, and I realize I am as gay as what will become the Hallmark Channel. And I am like trying to butch it up and wearing these flannel shirts like a lesbian to make sure my parents don't think that I could be gay. And I get down to college in the mid 90s and I decided to tell people I was bisexual. And it turns out in Provincetown, there's an expression, bi now, gay later. And I get home to give my parents the big, give me a G, give me an A, give me a Y. But instead, we're going to spell affair because despite being more Catholic than the Pope, my dad went ahead and had an affair and violated the adultery commandment. The Kennedys can get away with it, but no one else in Boston can.
Time. You guys give it up for Mike Gleason. Oh, board is set. Answers are locked in place. Everybody stay where they are. Mike Gleason, if people tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond want more of your kind of funny, tell them where they can find you.
On Facebook, please look for Mike Gleason, caffeinated raconteur and comedian. On Instagram, please look for M Gleason, MGLEASON 1230. And on TikTok, I'm Uncle Spike.
All right, way to go. All right, so I will give you the same options that I gave Edric. I will give you $5 to walk away right now.
Unlike that tranny, I kept my package, so I am going to stay on.
Okay, let's get some feedback from our comedy critics who are always here to lend a hand in the funny. Um, you were funny to me, and I was laughing, and I got a kick out of you, and your voice is golden. Always remember that. All right, Edric George, what made you turn on your screen for Mike Gleason?
I enjoyed his impressions of his parents quite a bit. I'm always a big fan of people who imitate their family, just to see their perception of how their parents operate. But it's I always also like to have a scene kind of develop and to feel like I'm there too. So you did that for me in that moment, and I enjoyed that. So
Okay, look at you, Edric. Go on ahead. All right, Co Izzy. What made you turn that button on at the last minute? It was the last second. What made you
See,
turn that button on?
it was the last minute because like I like those jokes like about like mass and stuff because I don't really understand that stuff. But like he broke it down the way I did understand it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of comedians don't take time to do that. So I really enjoyed that. So that's why I turned on the last minute because he really like broke down his joke and I really like that.
Okay, I like you, Co Izzy. We're gonna have to talk. Stay tuned to the green room. All right, Mike Gleason, some pretty glowing reports in the comedy critic studio. I will give you $10 if you walk away right now, or do you want to keep it pushing?
I'm going to keep it pushing.
Okay, let's get some more feedback. Uh Next up we have comedian G Dane. What got you to push your button at the last minute for um Mike Gleason?
Well, because I really want to hear some more of the Boston. I want to hear more one of the Boston and the pocket and the hot dog accent type shit, but he was going there, but just wasn't getting there for me, sister. Get it together. I thought you were gonna wow me. When you do 3 minutes, you can't go year for year. It's not an hour set. You know what I mean? But I really wanted to, come on, Greg Louganis. I need that. Can only be one. You the motherfucking Highlander right now. But you did
Okay,
a great job.
I am digging it. I'm digging it. All right, Mike Jones. What got you to turn that screen on for
First,
Mike Gleason?
first of all, I turned my screen on. I'm not gonna lie to y'all because he kissed my ass. No homo. Um,
I knew it. I knew it.
nah, but I am a little bit more intoxicated now, so my fault. I should have been loaded during the first set. Nah, but nah, this is why I turned my screen off because being a storyteller is hard. He had jokes within the joke. Might not have been the funniest, but you still had jokes within the joke. You had it set. And like my man said earlier, being a comic, if you can have the audience take like they feel like they know a part of you when you get off the stage, like you did a good job, and you're not wasn't afraid to make fun of yourself or how you grew up. You know what I'm saying? So that stood out to me. And I'm picturing a hippie van or whatever. So when you can take people's mind and make them really visualize what you're saying, you're on to something.
Oh my God, I love it. All right, Mike Gleason. Looks like that earlier sharpening up of the comedy critics actually paid off. So I will pay off too. I will give you $15 if you walk away now. Or would you like to see what's behind comedy critic cases that are left on the screen?
I would like to go ahead and Randy told me to grab my asshole, so here I am. Because only you could grab yourself, Randy. Reach out and touch yourself. I would like
THC, Randy Holton, and Vanessa Ray to choose from. Who, which comedy critic suitcase will you be choosing?
THC, please.
All right, Big Mook THC. Wah, wah, wah. All right, Big Mook THC, what prevented you from touching the button and rubbing it the right way? Oh, wait, that's a different show. Okay.
There you go.
Hi, Coretta. It's me, Cleveland Brown. I thought he was going to talk more about Quahog, but he did. No, but nah. What it was for me is because also being from the Northeast, I'm from Jersey, so we're all assholes. Boston, New York, Jersey. I was waiting for that Boston asshole to come out, and I wanted you to embellish more on your mom and your pops. I was waiting for the accent. I was waiting to hear you pack the car while eating Snickers bar and all that good stuff. And it was like, because the stories, like to me, I think you like to me personally, I wanted to hear some different stories, like some like we're going to mass, okay? All right, going to mass. All right, what we doing on the way to mass? What's going on in the van? Yeah, you told me the van smelled like something, but start describing it, You know what I mean? I wanted more animation myself. I wanted
Ah,
to be more, it didn't pull me in. And I'm kind of tough with that because I'm a very animated storyteller myself. If the voices and everything, it was just the stories didn't interest me.
okay. I'm
Okay.
digging it. Mike Gleason, you
Yeah.
got some feedback. All right. And let's go on and get the rest. Desiree Newton, what prevented you from pushing the button?
Well, I'll be honest. I really wanted to push the button because Edric's never going to put me on a show again. So I'm going to just stick to it. And I think part of it was you only had 3 minutes, and I myself I tell stories, and I know it's really hard to tell a funny story sometimes in that small time frame, especially packing a lot of jokes in them. And it just like it felt like you were starting to tell me something really funny, like you were about to start a really great story, like they said with the accents. I was waiting for it. I wanted you to get more into it, and it was just like it was the accent for a second, and I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. And then you moved on to something else, and I just feel like you were teasing me like it was gonna be funny, and then you pull it back.
I love you, Desiree Newton, already. We're gonna work on that stage time. Edric George, we gonna in the green room, in the green room. All right, Randy Holton, what prevented you from turning on your stream?
I like the stories. I really did like the stories. But there's two particular stories I wanted to hear. Is when you came out of the closet. I mean, you're living in this. You seem to be not too shy about being gay. You got to tell that story. When you came out with your mom or your dad, you got to tell that story because that's got to be a doozy. And you got to tell the story when you told your mom you're going to marry that man. You got to tell that story because I'm sure the shit hit the fan, and we want to see the shit fly. So
Hey, I
that's
love it. All right, Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach, what prevented you from pressing that button?
It just it's a mix between what Big Mook and Desiree said. It just wasn't there, and I was waiting for it to come out, and especially at the end. And it's almost like in the morning when I'm trying to go to the bathroom, and it just wouldn't come out, and it's like, damn it. And then it was called time, but I did enjoy. Let me put in there the cussing, your mom cussing, going to church. Let's fucking get it, your ass down here. Let's get to the motherfucking church. More of that in the accent would be hilarious because you was on. To me, it was reminding me not so much of the Irish brogue as a Jewish. Maybe mix that together, a Jewish Irish.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of
Well, I
accent
think
would be hilarious, but I think he's got some good stuff. Just cut the fat and more funny in between.
that is good words, and that brings me to our last segment. As we leave out, we like to help, not hurt. And with this, we drop golden knowledge nuggets for our contestants because we want them to leave out of here with something. So Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach, you started to lead us off, but drop a golden knowledge nugget. And this is something that you pull from your own comedic portfolio that might help our comedic contestants on their way.
How serious are you is my biggest thing. Is this your future or just something is a hobby? If not either way, there's a lot of writing for Edric and for Mike. Edric's doing these shows. That's good. He's bringing things to other comedians. He's building his little community. So I enjoy that. And I'd like to see him keep on doing that and work on your jokes and timing, jokes and timing, jokes and timing. I've been doing it almost 9 years and I'm still working on my jokes and timing, jokes and timing. Same thing with Mike. Bring out your, that's some funny stuff. And straight people, I'm totally straight. I look at a beautiful woman. I see a beautiful woman. I don't feel nothing. But let me see Bubba hairy butt crack, and I'm ovulating babies. But we like the stories of people breaking through. My mom, my niece is gay and has a wife, and my mom was so straight laced, and we was just waiting for that when I was like getting ready to pounce on her. sorry.
Well, thank you for your golden knowledge nuggets, and
just be you. Yeah,
we love having you, and we have to get them all in. There's so much to say, and so many that we can't get it into one episode. So we always love when you join us here because we always love the extension of your opinion. Stay tuned to the green room though, because you'll be able to give the rest of it to them as they go out the door. Thank you, Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach. Next up, we have comedian G Dane dropping that golden knowledge nugget. Comedian G Dane.
Man, I'm really, really loving it because God is good and He don't make mistakes, Mike. He don't make mistakes. That's why the Catholic Church has those kneel bars. You knew what was going on. You keep doing your thing. If you keep doing your thing, just shorten the stories up. Come with that punch, y'all shut there. But you just shorten that story up in 3 minutes. But you, Edric, I told Mama Tam, you don't be wrong comedy. You don't go do nail. No, I'm just fucking with you. Yeah. What you laugh at? I didn't. He Filipino. Damn it.
Well,
you're funny as hell, man. You keep pushing. Funny as hell. Don't hold back. I seen you holding back right when it was coming. You pulled back. Keep going, Haji. You got this shit. I want to see you again.
I love it. Thank you, comedian G Dane, for that golden knowledge nugget. Stay tuned to the green room. Mike Jones, drop one of those golden knowledge nuggets that would help our comedic contestants along.
Okay, so for my boy E, like I started off doing my own rooms too. So that's like having your own gym. So make sure you take advantage of it. Keep writing. Keep writing, and like the rest of, I just echoing the rest of the comedians, study delivery, confidence, callbacks, freestyling, reading the crowd, how to host, merging into featuring and headlining. That would be my advice to you. For Mike, being a few months in, just continue to write, be a little more enthusiastic, and don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't let somebody force you to try to go one way. I will say, representing the gay community, like, dude, it's almost like a cheat code. So you get to speak on you get to I mean shit, it is what it is. you get to speak on the community with not so much resistance or whatever from the crowd, because if the crowd don't like it, you're like, fuck it, I'm gay, well, so what the fuck, so anyway. But dude, just I would say my best advice is just to keep writing and really studying comedy. That'd be my best advice for all of you. Just don't be afraid to be yourself on stage. Fuck everybody else.
That's right. I love the advice, Mike Jones. And because you are a new comedian to our stream, we like to ask these 3 questions because, one, we need to progress and know that we're not shooting in the dark. And 2, because we've asked every new comedian that's crossed our stream 3 random ass questions. So are you ready for yours?
Oh, go ahead. No doubt.
Okay,
Are
number
y'all ready for
one.
my answers?
Maybe, maybe not. Who's to say? Okay. Number one, did you have a good time?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most
Okay.
definitely.
Number two, do you think a show or a format like this will help the comedy world?
Yeah, because I mean I'm from California and there's so much hate out here.
Uh,
It's-
don't get me caught up on stream,
everybody
okay?
look, I'm in Northern California, so everybody get offended by every fucking thing. So to
Oh my.
have a platform where it's honestly helping comedians, this is dope.
Oh, yay. All right. And number three, and most important to me for this series, is will you come back and join us as a comedy contestant?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Just as long as it's not on the same night as a Warriors game, I'm good.
Okay, wait a minute. Say that again.
As long as it's not
Wait.
on the same night as a Warriors game,
Well, I don't,
you got
you
me.
know what? I like the Warriors too, but I can't help it. Football, basketball, all those sports will take my show out if I ain't careful. So I just got to keep on going until they pass me a check and say, "Don't do the show on this day."
I know you good. You good.
But
Because I'm a Raider fan too, so you can call me on any Sunday. I was.
oh, well, it's good that I live here in Las Vegas, Nevada, because we are the home of the Raiders. So you can come see them whether they're playing or not playing.
I can't waste my money like that.
Well, stay tuned to the green room. And it was really nice having you, Mike Jones. And thank you for sharing your comedy critiques with us. I'm sure the contestants got a lot out of it. And next up, we have Co Izzy to the stream. Drop that golden knowledge nugget.
Yo, Mike, what you call? I've been stuck on it all night. You say you don't really write like that, but you got all these jokes. Like, just write out your stories then, and then like tonight, like I wrote a story a couple nights ago, and now I'm thinking of like stuff I can put in there just from off what y'all said. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll get it sparked by something you wrote before, just in a story. You know what I'm saying? So just write. Just it don't even gotta be a joke. You know what I'm saying? Just write. And like everybody else said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just write. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. Just keep writing, keep writing on, you know what I mean?
Keep writing, keep writing, keep writing on. Words of wisdom. Well, Co Izzy, it was great meeting you live on stream. You certainly tickled my funny bone. And I have the same three random ass questions for you. Are you ready for yours?
Yeah, you gotta repeat them. I forgot all of them. Sorry.
Me too. So, number one is, did you have a good time?
I had a blast.
Number two is, do you think a format like this will help the comedy world?
Yeah, for sure. Cause like whatchamacallit, I ain't been doing comedy that long. Like I just started like last month, pretty much. So I mean,
Okay.
yeah. So starting out and seeing all these people, you know what I'm saying? All these up like comics that been doing this for a while, it helped me, you know what I'm saying? So I could only imagine how it could help other people. So I really think it does help.
All right. Well, I think it does help too. And that leads me to number three. Will you come back and join us as a comedic contestant?
For sure. With better
Woo!
Wi-Fi, so I don't get clowned on that. You know what I mean?
Challenge accepted. Well, stay tuned to the green room where we will drop more golden knowledge nuggets. Next up, we have the Desiree Newton. Drop one of them golden knowledge nuggets.
Really for both of y'all, just to echo what's been said, like just be authentically you. Like you're both funny. Like Edric, your jokes are funny. I love listening to you. I feel like I just need you like keep keeping on, man. Like they said, there are. What am I trying to say, man? Don't worry about being funny to other people. If it's funny to you, it's funny. If you can make yourself laugh, that's how I come up with my shit. If I make myself laugh, it's funny. That's what works for me, and I think that would work for you. And then Mike, I wanted to say, the your whole family dynamic and really everything that you told us about you. Um, I know that you have got these stories in you that just need to be told, that people want to hear. And I know that, look, you started talking and I was like, oh, he's had so much trauma. He's going to be hilarious because that's the shit that makes this funny. And that's what I want to know about, like the real you, the traumatic, turn that awful shit into something funny. And I look forward to hearing your stories in the future. I really do.
Oh my God, Desiree Newton, you are a gem all unto yourself, my dear. And I have the same random three questions for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Number one, did you have a good time?
I had a wonderful time. I didn't know everybody was going to be getting fucked up, or I would have had a better time. I was trying to like conduct myself accordingly, and I'm gonna have more fun next time. It was fun this time, but it's gonna be more fun next time. I'll say.
Okay, I'm digging it. Number two, do you think a platform such as this will help out the world of comedy?
100%. Like I love that we can give, honest feedback to really help somebody out. Y'all, if I had had something like this when I was starting, I might be a little further along than I am and not talking to you from a fucking bedroom right now. Like
Me too, Desiree. Me too.
yeah, no, I think this type of platform, like I think this is very, very helpful, and I'm glad that somebody's doing it.
Yay for us. Number three, and most important to me anyway, will you return as a comedic contestant?
Yes, but Edric and Mike cannot be judges, cannot be I'll come back any other day.
Well, you have to learn to take as good as you get. That's what she said, I think. But it was a real pleasure having you, my dear, and thank you for sharing your golden knowledge nuggets with us. Stay tuned to the green room. Mike Gleason, it was so very nice to have you on stream. Drop one of those golden knowledge nuggets.
Thank you. Golden knowledge nuggets. First of all, I want to echo everyone. Thank you. Yeah, if it's a 3 minute, it's a sales pitch essentially. So yeah, just get right into the damn Boston accent for fuck's sake. Oh my God. And because coming out of the closet to my mother was, oh, I've known since you were 14. And then I got a list of everyone she knew who had a gay son. I don't know. With 1950s political correctness, they don't mind that he's a queer. They just don't like that he bought a house with a Chinaman. All right. And that's what she said. Like she had no sense of racism. And then thank you. No, I think it means a lot. I think the fact that I have to write out the stories, and I think there is too much time between the punchlines where the meat and the potatoes are the Boston accents. And that's absolutely correct.
Okay. Well, we love it when it soaks in.
Thank you.
That was going to come in question number 3, but you answered that one, but we'll get back to it. Don't worry. But what kind of golden knowledge nuggets do you have for your fellow castmate, Edric George?
Oh yeah, Edric. I would say as a voice person, I would say definitely if you've got an impression of your parents, or anything, any kind of impression, just when you do a voice, give that person some life. And so I would say definitely, what did your mother say when you said you were going to become a comedian? Is she okay? Do you think it's a phase, like bowling or something, or does she like completely flip out? I would also keep up the internet stuff. That the weed jokes are fine, but Cheech and Chong did them 50 years ago. So I'd say that's fine. But definitely play up like the Craigslist killer. Oh, but you can also fuck them like you're on Craigslist too. eHarmony, Craigslist, Christian Mingle. It's all the same.
I love it. Thanks, Mike Gleason, for those golden knowledge nuggets, because we like to help before we get out of here. And I have the same 3 random questions for you. Are you ready?
Sure.
Number 1, did you have a good time?
This has been a blast, and it's great meeting all of you. Thank you. I will. I have had a great time.
Yay! Number 2, do you think a format like this will help the comedy community?
Oh my God, yeah. I've been a comedian officially for like 4 months. This is the advice has been. I'm writing everything down, and yeah, this is gospel. So yes, very important.
Oh my God. Well, thank you very much. That means a lot to me. Question number 3, and most important to me, will you take the notes and join us again as a comedic contestant and see if you can get that elusive full screen turn?
Absolutely. I will absolutely do that for you. No problem.
Woohoo! I love it. Well, Mike Gleason, thank you so much for those golden knowledge nuggets and for joining us and sharing your comedy. Next up, Big Mook, drop that golden knowledge nugget.
What up? What up? What up? As I sit here in the bathroom because it's the only place the kids can bother me at. You know what I mean? They know not to bother Daddy's throne time. I say, hey, Mike, man, definitely, brother. Like, as a fellow storyteller, and I've been struggling. I was struggling with this myself, you know, about people telling me, you know, cut the fat out and stuff. But when you telling stories, it's hard to cut fat out. You just got to season that fat because fat got all the flavor. Fat back is what seasons the greens. You know what I mean? But so think of honestly, think of the most the funniest stories that you had, like growing up and shit, and mix them up with some of the most hurtful stuff you had, the most fucked up shit. You know what I mean? That happened, and you know, because it don't have to be true. I embellish and I make up shit all the time. You know what I mean? Just make that story interesting. Because even if it's not funny at the moment, just to have people's interest, you got their attention. It's still entertainment.
Okay, I love it. Look at that face. He's serious too. Well, Big,
yeah, and as far as Edric goes, Edric, same thing. If you're gonna have some dead space in there, make it interesting. But you gotta keep the jokes. You gotta keep the jokes coming because you were strong in the beginning, strong in the end, but in the middle it was like. So you make sure you actually got some intervals. You know what I mean? If you're gonna hit punchline like that, punchline, little bit, boom, punchline, a little bit, boom, punchline. Give it to them in intervals. Don't give them a chance to even slack. Don't give us a chance to slack off. Like, all right, just you know, because the laughter keeps coming back. You see what I'm saying? It's good to be strong in the beginning and strong in the end, but you got to hold steady in the middle.
You got you, my guy. That's good advice. I appreciate that.
okay, I'm digging it. Well, thank you, Big Move THC, for those golden knowledge nuggets. And I see you have a whole bunch of them for them. So stay tuned to the green room where we can unleash all what y'all don't get to see on stream because it's late. All right, Edric George, drop that golden knowledge nugget for your fellow comedic contestant, Mike Gleason.
Man, the best thing I could say right now it's work as hard as you can to make it feel like you're not working anymore. Like just you got to put in the work. You got to actually go up and do open mics. You got to learn the structure. You know, you talk to other comics and you know find a crowd. But once you put in that work, you got to trust yourself that all right, you know, I can do this. I've learned I've learned it. So yeah,
I like it.
He's got like a lot of like good material there, just like everybody else is saying. Just gotta chisel it down, you know.
Just got to
So, yeah.
chisel it down. Well, Edric, I think those are real words of wisdom because he can follow in your footsteps and make his own stages. God darn it!
I got that
But
from the other comedians in my area. So
we have enjoyed having you on our stream today, and thank you so much for bringing your funny here and testing it out in front of our crowd. And I have the same 3 random questions for you. Are you ready?
Of course.
Number 1, did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I didn't really have any expectations, but I will say I had more fun than I thought I would. So yeah.
Oh, yay! I'm secretly clapping with my two fingers back here. All right, question number 2. Do you think a format like this will help the comedy community?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like it's online, so it's more available to more comics who may have a harder time finding comedy in their area, especially in like small towns. And it like honestly, this feels like an open mic. Like I feel present. It feels like everybody else is present. Despite the connections, it's great.
Yay! That's what we were going for. And number 3, and most important, will you return back as a comedy critic to give as good as you got?
Oh no, never. Of course, no. I know I said a lot of good things, but I am never getting. No, I would love to be on the show. Again, as a contestant, or a judge. That'd be great.
It's a comedy critic. It's
Yeah, comedy
different
critic.
than a judge. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah,
Well, we
yeah.
would love to have you. We had a great time with you, and stay tuned to the green room because that's when all the good stuff comes. And thanks for those gold knowledge nuggets. Next up, we have Randy Holton. Drop that golden knowledge nugget, Randy.
Well, Edric, think of comedy like sex. If you pull out before she comes, she goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" So keep that dick in there and keep working it. And
Oh God.
and then Mike, I don't know. I get the sense that you're afraid to offend people or something. I don't know. Just let that shit fly. Who gives a fuck? And if they don't laugh or offended, fuck them. Just tell it.
Oh my God. And that has been knowledge nuggets from Randy Holton. Randy, stay tuned to the green room. I always love seeing and now hearing you. Last but certainly not least. Oh no, I think we're good. We're good. Nope, we're good. With that said, this is your girl Brown, aka the Chocolate Child, and we have come to the end of another amazing episode of My Turn for Comedy. And my golden knowledge nugget is iron sharpens iron, people. And if you're not around the best and doing it with the best, then can you really call yourself the best? With that being said, join us for your next episode Sunday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where we will put yet another 2 comedians to the test with their funny. If you want to join the show, it's super simple. Comment on this video or inbox us direct, and you too can see if you can earn some money for your funny. With that being said, we out of here. And shout out to my cast, Edric George, Big Mook THC, Mike Gleason, Desiree Newton, Randy Holton, Vanessa Ray, the Hillbilly Peach, Comedian G, Izzy, and Mike Jones. Not that Mike Jones, but the other Mike Jones. Rewind the video. We out of here.